Alright, so in this lesson we'll be looking at converging geometric series, sum to infinity. So sum to infinity, that's simply the formula for it. Right, so in theory, or basic theory, series in which the sum Sn of n terms of series tends to a definitive value or definite value as n tends to infinity is termed as a convergent series, meaning if I continue adding term, I get to a certain value where I do not go bigger than that value. That's what it means in basic English. Right, if Sn does not tend to a definitive or definite value as n tends to infinity, the series is said to be divergent. So as I continue adding, the value just becomes bigger and bigger, either towards the positive or the negative side. So in short, a arithmetic sequence will always be divergent because as n tends to infinity, the Sn tends to infinity. Right? Now, do you know that we have a convergent series, a geometric series, where the value of r, my common ratio, is less than 1 but greater than minus 1, is known as a convergent series. If it converges, we can find the sum to infinity, meaning as we continue adding, we're going to end up with a definite value, only a specific value. Sum to infinity of geometric sequence is given by sum to infinity equal a divided by 1 minus r. Right, so proving a series converges, we ask this question every other occasion. It's a compulsory exam question for grade 12, converging series. So given half plus a quarter plus 1 over 8 plus 1 over 16, you can see the fraction, although the value at the bottom is getting bigger, the fraction is becoming smaller. Determine a common ratio and prove the series converges. So in this exam we would just say prove the series converges, but I've added the extra step. So for converging, I first have to find r. So r is a quarter, term 2 divided by term 1, quarter divided by half, which then gives me quarter. If I change the division to multiplication, I invert the bottom fraction, so it becomes 2 over 1, which gives me half. Alright, so we have r equal to half. So from there you should see for it converge, r must be less than 1 and bigger than minus 1. So half is smaller than 1, but at the same time it's bigger than 1 minus 1. Therefore the series converges. Right, so if it converges, generally we'll ask you to then find the sum to infinity. Right, so second question, term the sum to infinity. So we have a as half and r as half. Sum to infinity equal a, 1 minus r. So we'll always use that formula. That's given to you on your formula sheet in prelim and final exam. So a is half, and r then the place of r half. 1 minus half gives me half. So half divided by becomes half times, and that half would become 2 over 1. Gives me a final answer of 1. So hope you like, hope you understand, share and subscribe. Right?